the year. No, week again.
Mm-hmm.
It's the end.
Can we believe it? It's 3 weeks into this year.
This week's been a tricky one this week, and it's not just me. And apparently something. One of my friends, Michelle, would say that the moon has been in retrograde. Whatever that means. All I've noticed is that the moon is very bright in the sky this week, and it's been just really crazy week, and everyone's like, "Oh, this week's been crazy."
Yeah, I have definitely had full moon issues, I call them. I have issues with the full moon, guys. When that goes up, I go a bit crazy. Pretty sure I am a descendant of a werewolf. So
that would be cool. I'd rather.
Could you imagine? I'd like the strength. I keep like when you hurt yourself, I'm like, think Wolverine. I know he's not a werewolf.
The Wolverine's different to a werewolf, though. Wolverine's a totally different animal. I think a Wolverine is actually a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. If anyone's watching, comment on the comments. I'm pretty sure it is a Wolverine is a thing. I don't know if I dreamt that, but I'm pretty sure it's true.
Does sound like a dream. But I just realised I'm still drinking my cup of tea. This is only my second cup of tea today.
Me too.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I hope everyone else is now grabbing a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Put us on in the background.
I'd already done all my 10,000 steps before 9:15 this morning, so I feel like I deserve a cup of tea. We've had a brilliant network meeting at the Circles event. Shout out to them if anyone is watching. It's been a bit of a crazy morning so far.
Wow. I don't have any shout outs to do today. So shall we move on?
Let's move on.
That's awkward.
Obviously it's a bit of a set on this day. We're normally doing on this day, but we're going to do an on this day because sadly we lost Meatloaf today, and frankly I'm really sad about it. I didn't realise I'm not normally one for being that sad about celebrities dying, but Meatloaf's a legend. So
yeah.
And Stebbington has his own personal story about Meatloaf.
I was just thinking about the comment before. So before we came on here, I said to Deb, "Should we sing a little bit of his song?" And she said that might actually be an insult. So
offensive.
Point,
I sing. That might be offensive to his memory. But we will sing
talking about. No, I do, and I'm actually, we love a bit of Meatloaf. Gotta love a bit of Meatloaf. So yeah, it is. So cheers to Meatloaf.
Cheers to Meatloaf for our cups of tea. He'd appreciate it.
Sure.
So showing a picture on my mug.
Look, there's Christy.
Shout out to Christy.
I painted. Stop shouting out. I painted this. Shout out to the people that
shout out to
this.
Very nice.
I signed it at the bottom. I was about to show you, but
that'd have been wonderful.
My day was not. My day started with me breaking nail varnish. I was trying to get something in the cupboard, and the nail varnish in the way, and just all over the ensuite. So I just closed the door, and I'll deal with that later.
That's why I love doors.
Just close the door. Does anyone else do that? Like, if it's too much, I'm like, I'll just close the door, and then I can't see the mess. And if I can't see it, I can just ignore it for a little while.
I always do that with my kitchen when I finish cooking, and apparently the place is a wreck according to my other half. I'm just like, I've got my dinner now. I'll just shut that door.
And goodbye, miss.
It doesn't exist if I can't see it. That's my theory on the whole.
That worked on husbands as well and partners. Bye, guys.
It works for everyone. Shut the door.
But yeah, so on this day, the 21st of the 1st, 22, Meatloaf said bye-bye. Well, how did he actually? I only found out because you.
I think he was poorly. I don't think it was like a surprise thing. I think he was poorly. I think so.
Surprise!
We're going to shut down. This will be our last live.
Yeah, so it was nice knowing you all. I hope you enjoyed our short line before I did overstep. Isn't there training? I think there's some training I might need to go on.
I think there's training we both need to go on. But we're learning together. So
PC. Okay, so that's that. And now we are this week's topic. We thought we would kind of talk around the mental health issue and work-life balance, and we're just going to roll with it, guys. Really, to be honest, both. Yeah, probably should have thought about how we're going to word this a little bit
Well,
more.
You've got some stats there, haven't you?
I have. That's a great. Thank you, Dave. Let's go with that. So, look, construction. Obviously, we kind of work a lot in the construction industry and have done for a while. So, construction actually has the highest suicide on mental health, because it's not always just suicide. But I did look, and there's a fact in the UK, suicide is the single biggest killer of men under 45. Now that's, never mind cancer, COVID and everything else, suicide. And they actually say that male construction site workers are 3 times more likely to commit suicide than the average male in the UK. There's also stats I got from Australia, like 21% of the workers in the construction industry have a mental health condition, which is a high number. Like that's a fifth of them. And I've got another one, like 23% of construction workers in the UK are considering leaving the industry because of this. And 73%, now this one's a shocker, 73% of all construction workers feel that their employers do not understand or recognize the early signs of poor mental health, and they do not offer any support. Now, there is support out there, but personally, I feel like some of this goes around the whole, not just the macho, but it is. And I know people always say, and I remember when I was suffering badly with my mental health, it's okay to not be okay. But it doesn't feel like that. And sometimes you're not always sure that you don't even realize that you're not okay.
Yeah.
That was a big thing for me. Didn't even realize how not okay I was. And yeah, then wow, one day, yeah. So I think it's that. And just because people's talking about it more, which is great, love that, really do, that doesn't mean those people that are actually suffering are going to be able to talk, because it's not. I mean, it's great when you can and you can look back on it and go, fuck yeah, oh sorry, wow, yeah, I did that. But when you're actually in it, it's not necessarily something that you're going to be able to just open up to. So it's something as well that you can kind of be in self-denial about, I think, a little bit.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think sometimes you don't realise until you come out the other side how poorly you are.
Yeah.
But it is, it is okay to ask for help. So, there are a lot of great groups, and,
there is actually, I'm going to put them a link in the chat now.
It's in there. Where you can. And it's not just, I mean, we specialize in the construction sector, so that's why we're kind of talking about that. But you can get it in all walks of life and all different sectors. And the thing you said earlier, the stat you said about managers maybe not understanding the first signs of it, I feel like everybody needs to everybody needs to look around and just check people are okay, because I think sometimes people get stuck under the whole, we're working, so they're not thinking of people as humans, or not humans, but you're in your work person, not personal person.
And I think when you do ask them, just maybe, okay, don't go crazy. Like I would be an eye contact kind of person anyway, but I know for some people, like they're not always. But you can tell by their passion for life, I guess. I mean, the signs within yourself. Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn that off. I feel just all over the place. There are signs, like, and sometimes for me personally, it was a few years ago. I needed help. I didn't even realize how much help I actually needed, and luckily, I had a really good doctor who just was like, "Hey, hang on a minute, you're not okay." And he actually he had me in there for like 45 minutes, and questions that he was asking. But you might need to just ask yourself, when you stop, like, do you stop? Because sometimes not stopping can be a sign that something's not right. Do you suddenly have outbursts, like you're angry or sad, or you just feel empty, or you just, I mean, are you enjoying any aspect of your life? I mean, fair enough, work can be stressful and everything else, but is it always?
There's a difference between work stress, though, isn't there, and then stress of stress?
Yeah.
You sometimes don't realise because you just assume it's work stress, but when you're bringing it home and that, it's not.
No. And sleeping. Sleeping too much or not enough. Or I find my favourite is always waking up at 2:00 in the morning. Just about 2:00, and then I like to worry about all those things. All those things that don't need to be worried about.
Everything's worse at night though. You know when I mean this is slightly off topic, but you know, like when you're not feeling well or something or something hurts and you wake up at like 2 a.m. It really hurts and you're like, I don't know, this is the worst thing ever. But then you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, actually it wasn't really that bad.
Is at that time in the morning that you are like ready to just
go to the hospital. That's it.
I'm done. And it takes a lot to get me to hospital, guys. I mean, a lot.
Very true.
So look, we are kind of trying to keep this a little bit lighthearted, but we do also want to highlight that if you aren't feeling okay, there is a link in the support for the UK. Google it. Always Google it. You don't have to, like, I know for myself, telling friends and family wasn't number one on my list, but that's okay as well. You talk to professionals, you get some actual help, because life becomes way more fun when you have. Absolutely. I don't know if there's anything else I'm going to add to that, but it's and in construction, I think because it's so male dominated, and you know, we're renowned women to talk and men not to. So it's something that needs to change. But while it's changing, you can still help yourself.
Yes, absolutely. And also, like, you've got the whole thing about work-life balance as well. I mean, I think there's a lot of companies that perhaps don't think about this as much. I think, you know, you can get people who, you know, I used to work with that would be working for so much longer than they needed to be working and they weren't getting paid any extra for it and that. Do you end up getting like stressed and, you know, stuff like that? And then your home life goes whack because, like, you know, or, you know, you think if you're a small business or any kind of business owner and you're thinking, I'm just going to put all of my time into making this business like really, really big. And then your business gets really big, but that's to what cost? Like, you know, your child might have grown up. Or, you know, you've missed out on all of these things that, like, you're saying, at the time you think, oh, no, it's fine. It's just a nativity play. I'll just leave it. But then you come out the other side of it and you're like, I wish I'd gone to that nativity play. Like, it didn't seem like anything at the time. So, you know, one thing that we're very big on with Stebbington is like unnecessary stress at work is just unnecessary. So, for instance, if you've got processes that are just going on and you're duplicating and you're doing loads of different things, why not step back and just see if there's a quicker way of doing something? So you're spending less time doing all of that and giving you time back to go home. I mean, that's one of the reasons that we kind of started this company, was just to try and help people, like, just it's so stressed at work. Like, you only go to work to get money, didn't you? But like, why not have fun while you're there?
Exactly. And utilize, and there's so much good stuff out there that can automate. Like, I was chatting to a guy a couple of days ago, but he was just saying about managing his time, because he was telling me how much he had. I was like, you must be good with time management then. And he's like, yeah, I actually am, because he's got this thing, Clockify, I think it was called. Okay. And so it schedules his day and stuff. Now, I know, like, we know things go wrong. And obviously when you're a business owner, it depends. Like, if you're working in the business all the time, just going, fighting fires. Yeah, completely understand that it's harder to have a structure as such. But like Deb said, is the one thing that you should definitely be putting into your day, though, is time out. Whether that's half an hour just for a walk on the block, or making sure you leave. Like, I have a thing that I do. I finish this certain time every day, because that's when I take the dog and the kid for a walk. Can you not choke while I'm talking?
Okay, I'm alive.
Oh, I thought Meatloaf and Debs were going to go on the same day.
No, I'm not.
No, the subject we're talking. I'm like, no, not appropriate.
No, but it is true. And also for people working from home, and in the UK, they're kind of scrapping that soon, apparently, but I can't see everybody.
Good luck.
But again, this is what I love doors, is I currently work in my kitchen. So when I've finished work, I make dinner and then I shut the door and then I'm away from work. I think it's difficult sometimes when you're working from home. I know some people that work in the front room and then they finish work and then they sit down in the front room and they watch television in the front room, and they eat the dinner in the front room, and then they go to bed, and then the next morning back in the front room. So it's really important to have that, just that love for yourself to go, that's it, I'm not doing anything.
Move away from the front room, guys. Don't just spend your whole day. I thought you genuinely were going to say, and then they sleep in the front room. No, I know, and I'm lucky enough to have an actual office space where I do like that. Close the door, and I have all my stuff work related, and I try to keep everything contained into this one room. Yeah, it is, but it's also about having breaks. Like people, I think it's crazy that they're pushing for people to go back to offices all the time, because working from home, the flexibility, which means you actually have happier staff, and when they're happier, they're more productive and they're more innovative and they're more solution finding, instead of kind of going, oh boss, this has gone wrong. It's like, okay, right, this has happened, so I was thinking, let's do this. Do you know what I mean? Completely different mindsets. And something just on the construction, that's what I meant to say about that, is like that. When you go to a construction site, you have to do a full induction for health and safety. But yet people, I saw the stat that it's like so much more likely to die from mental health on a site than an actual accident. So I just wonder why we only do that, they focus on just that safety instead of
there is
mental
an
health
induction for mental health kind of thing, like where you learn about that stuff.
Yeah,
you don't learn about
everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's better now than it was, but it's still not good enough. So
no,
stuff needs to happen.
Yeah, and if you need a chat, call the support line.
Yes, absolutely. No, there's so many great people and wonderful people out there that's wanting to help. So it's definitely worth it. Don't do it on your own.
And remember, like one of our things as well, isn't it? We would say is like, we're not brain surgeons. So look, we always will do the best at them, and we are very good with the, very big believers on, if you have said you're going to do something, you do it. You what's the phrase? You under promise, over deliver, that kind of thing, but not at the cost of your mental health. Like Deb said, you could have a multi-billion company, but if you're not enjoying life, then why do it?
And give us some money.
I don't know. So yeah, that is it. Stay safe, guys. Stay happy, and self-care. That's one of my big things this year, because I have been down the rabbit hole and it's not fun. Eli seems to be a bit upset with
I think there's an Amazon delivery, so he just wants to tell me about it. So sorry. So that brings us nicely on to our new can we still call it a new installment? I don't know, but it's round
segment. I think a segment might be better than installment.
But it's round 3 of the acronym game.
We're gonna have to do a little jingle for that.
Yeah, we really do.
So, watchers who have joined, of course, and also please do feel welcome to share on the subject, but we don't expect a huge conversation, to be honest, because people don't like to talk about it. No, there goes the doorbell. That is Eli's doorbell. Everyone is
my dog rings the doorbell when he wants to go outside. So right now he wants to see the Amazon man. So don't we all? I don't like to see the Amazon man because it means I've spent money somewhere. No. That was right. So anyway, so the acronym game. So obviously we've got business acronyms. There's normal acronyms. For those of you that don't know what an acronym is and wondering why I'm saying it so much, it is a phrase which means when you use letters instead of words. So
like PE.
Oh no, that was my one. Not really.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, no, it's just because Robin actually said about this yesterday. She was like, "Mummy, what does PE stand for? Spell." And I said, "Well, it doesn't really spell anything." She's like, "It does. PE hall." And I was like, "No."
She needs to play. Yeah.
I did say I didn't want to go. I wasn't prepared for the acronym conversation with her just yet. I mean, we've only just got over the film thing that adverts for films doesn't mean that you can watch the film for a few. It's a whole thing in this house, right?
Okay. So my first one for you today is, what does RSVP stand for?
Well, that's a hard one. I know what it stands for, as in like return. Yeah, return your. You're so lucky that I'm honest and I'm not cheating, because I could really quickly put this in Google and you wouldn't even notice. Yeah, no, I know it means to.
I'll give you a clue. It's in another language.
Oh, well, brilliant. Well, I've definitely got that.
You don't know it, but you know it.
It's French, isn't it?
Oui.
Oui, madame. It is French to say, please reply to the sender on whether or not you're going to come or not come to this engagement.
Not really, but so I'll give you the answer to that one. It's respondez, s'il vous plaît.
So just reply.
Reply, please. Oh. That's what it stands for. So,
but I got the right use.
Moving on.
Yeah. Okay. That was a trick one. Okay. So new rule for acronym game, that has to be in English.
All right. Well, all right. I don't know any other foreign ones, so that's it. All right. Okay. So the next one is AKA.
Oh my goodness. AKA. We use this one all the time.
We say it all the time.
AKA is otherwise known as?
Nearly, but think about the letters there.
Okay, yeah, no, but alternatively known as?
No, it's also known as.
I'll
give you half a point. I'll give you half a point for that one.
Okay, I'm taking that half a point and I'm running with it.
We've got a business one for you here. And there are two answers to this, because I thought it was one thing. And then when I double checked, there was another thing that came up. And it turned out universally there are two answers to this one. So it is SME. Small to medium enterprises. Yes. For the bonus point, do you know what the other one is?
Not a fucking notion. Not a notion. I do not know. Apologies. Sorry for the swearing.
Subject matter expert.
Oh, so I am not an SME for acronyms.
No, you're not. But you are a small to medium enterprise.
In my own right, guys.
There we go. That was great fun.
I love these. So I have now got 1.5. So yeah, this is good. So at the moment I'm on 3.5 and you're on 1.5. But next round is
I'm gonna boss it. It's all to play for. It's all to play for next week at Stebbington.
And the winner, all we should do is thing at the end. Like at the end of our season of these lives, we'll have a thing like whoever gets the most points gets to give the other one like a fun task to do.
38 quid.
Why 38?
Why not?
Oh, God love it. Okay, well, thank you everyone for coming. I hope, look, wasn't probably the most entertaining, but it's something that needs to be spoken about and be aware of.
Yeah.
Ladies and gents, if you're not happy, get some help, please. We want you. You are important. Your life matters.
Yeah. And also, on behalf of Stebbington Limited, I'd like to apologise for Stephanie's potty mouth.
Sorry, guys. I've worked in the construction industry for a while. It's how we speak to each other. Look, at least I didn't go all Aussie on you. Go, hey, how's it going?
That was pretty good, actually, for you. Like, I'm very I'm proud that we've done about 6 weeks of these and you haven't swum once. So,
and it will not happen again. Apologies. And on that note, happy Friday, everyone. If you have anything you'd like to add to what we were speaking about, be nice, be kind.
Yes, be kind always. I like that saying. Be kind always. There's no excuse to be horrible to people. If you don't like it, move along.
Oh, I have so many of those. That could be. We should do another episode just on that. On like this whole. Why do you think people care about your opinion? We don't. I know we do. Go on.
We do. Nice. Don't like not being people. So whether you're looking to make all your operations more efficient or you just need a power hour to get a specific issue or query across the line, if we can help you become more productive, we will. So give us a contact on admin@stebbington.com or contact us on any of our social media business pages, and we look forward to helping you out.
Or you can actually give us a call now as well.
Oh,
we do have a proper business number. Yeah, we should have. It's very exciting. You can find it on our business pages.
We don't know off by heart yet. So, so have a look. It's on all our business pages on our Google page. But we really want to help. If we can help you, we can't help you sort out your work-life balance, but we can definitely help you balance your work life. So just give us a shout and then we'll do what we can.
like a bat out of hell. No, sorry, I couldn't.
Oh,
Couldn't do it.
I'm gonna go and listen to Meatloaf now.
Yeah, me too. Let's go rock it. All right,
do it.
guys, have a good one. Thank you very much. Bye bye.